Hello everyone. I'm here a day early because we have something very special to play. Ubisoft offered me the opportunity to have a review copy of Black Flag Resync. They said no strings attached. There are a few strings though. We're only allowed to play certain portions of the game, so that won't really affect what we're doing tonight. We're going to do a fresh game and just see what's changed. I've already played a couple of hours, but pretty fresh game. I tried to stop myself from playing it, just so there's, you know, I just wanted to savor it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump on over to Black Flag Resynced and get up to all kinds of goodness. I just, there we go. Default difficulty, new game.
Can you see her? Man the talents!
Jesus, take the wheel. Sunk that one. There we go. They only destroy the one that matters.
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Oh no, it's totally fine.
It'd be so nice if it weren't.
Why not sail with the King's Navy, earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen?
Sod the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600. That's no way to earn a fortune.
We don't need a fortune.
It's not about need, Caroline. I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
How long would you be gone with these privateers?
A year, I reckon. 2 at the most.
All right. No more than 2. Promise me.
Well,
Sod it. Damn. Was it good for you as well?
Havana. I must get to Havana.
Well, I'll just build us another ship, will I?
I can pay you. Isn't that the sound you pirates like best? 100 escudos.
Keep talking.
Will you or won't you?
You don't have that gold on you now, do you?
Bloody fucking pirates!
I'm on to you, Snakesby!
I don't understand why he throws his pistol away. Still need it.
Come on, mate. We're off to a bad start. We could work together on this.
Come
It's
back,
100
old
leagues
bean.
or more to Havana. Will you walk that distance?
Lizard.
Lizard. It does look so good. And I always remember the original looking really good. Oh.
Posh git. Where's he running to?
I'm just amazed how well it runs as well.
Forget what I said. We can start over.
Shut off, you vulture!
Well, that was just rude. You a big Assassin's Creed fan, Shieldsy?
This one vanishes into shadow.
I know, I had this pre-ordered and then I got an email being offered the deluxe edition. No strings attached, no obligation to make content. I just wanted to give the key to some creators. So who was I to say no?
And now we've drawn swords, mate. I'm beginning to think you're not keen on my aid.
My business bears greater purpose than a thief like you could comprehend. I warned you.
Why the ill temper? Hiding something? We don't have to fight. Let's make a deal.
Filthy cutpurse!
That looks painful.
Die, you leech!
What's your favorite Assassin's Creed then?
Try this.
Stabby, stabby. Your favorite OG was Brotherhood. Your favorite newer one was Odyssey and Origins. I really enjoyed Odyssey, but then I loved Valhalla. I thought it was so good. And I completely 100% of that, all the DLC.
We desire. We have the means to reward you handsomely.
Also loved the yeah, they weren't joking about it being an Odyssey. It was a monstrous game. That is one that I never like totally finished. Like I finished the story stuff, but I just never did any of the side stuff.
Mr. Walpole, let's collect your reward.
Like 80% on Valhalla, so got burnt out. Like just base Valhalla or all the expansions? This is the best part. We have a button for the hood.
Bleeding rock. That schooner will do me just fine. If only I can preserve some of its crew.
Maybe someday. I enjoyed the Ireland DLC, but I was quite disappointed with how they scaled everything. The entirety of Belfast Lock is just like this tiny thing you can cut across in all of 10 seconds. All the focus went on to Dublin. Yoink. They put a lot of effort into the expansions. They were definitely lots of fun. And then there was a bit of free content. Not again, I think there was like the river raids. No, this isn't out until Thursday. Ubisoft kindly provided me with a review copy of the game, so I'm allowed to play up to synchronization 4, sequence 4. And then we can show more a bit closer to the day itself on Thursday. We're too interested in Shadows, but you've been trying to 100% it on trip to Japan at the same time. Though it was like, no, I have to take a break. That's too much fun. I loved Shadows. I thought it was so much fun. I do need to go back and do more of it. They've done a really good job with it. Like, just, I've never seen a game where like forests have been so dense. You know, it just wasn't. Yeah, exactly. No such thing as too much Japan. The Shadows, I don't know what it was with the forest stuff. The forest looked so good. You could just run through a tree line. There was like no real restrictions. Just felt like there was so much to do in it as well.
By God's grace, sir, you saved me. A profusion of thanks.
Is that yours?
It seemed it's optimized pretty well. I seem to have no issues running it. I have everything more or less on high settings for my PC.
You don't mean to abscond with my ship, do you?
I'm Duncan.
No hitching, no frame rate issues. It seems to be
Mr. Bonnet,
all good.
let this stay twixt us. But I'm on a secret errand for His Majesty the King, God save him, and I must get to Havana with speed.
Oh, that is a relief, sir. Havana is also my destination.
The amount of times you've got stuck in the trees.
Allies, then.
You cut the trees down. That's what you get to do.
To think I took you for a pirate when you first appeared.
Did you?
Yes. You have uncommon way of handling yourself. Quick and easy, if I may say. Gave me quite a fright. But all things considered, I think it's turned out to be a rather fortuitous day, hasn't it? Lacking a rowboat, I'm afraid we'll have to swim to my ship.
Hardly the worst thing to happen.
Oh, this is difficult. I should have taken the coat off.
You always judge a game graphics by how good the water looks, but that's just you.
Welcome aboard, Duncan.
This
She's
water's
a modest schooner, but
water's a
well
whole
suited to my
different
purpose.
sort of
I can get
beast
cargo from my
with the
plantation
shaders
and
that they
such.
use.
You'll do fine.
If you are so inclined, you may steer her yourself.
But even in the
My
original,
helmsman
this
and
had
quartermaster
really
were
great
among
looking
those
water.
killed.
Ready yourselves, lads. The Spanish Navy hunts in packs, and we make for Havana.
Ahoy!
Has a good feel. We'll first strike to half sail to get ourselves moving.
There's a tug
This
of the wind
particular
in my
set I
hair.
have it on,
I find
so
it
there's
bracing comfort in the
RTGI for the
fever and swell of
shadows,
the
but at the
ocean.
moment I
It's
have
raw
the
stink
reflections
of-
just to
of
screen space.
possibility.
You can change it, the
That's a
options
dull way of
there.
seeing it, mate.
There's like two different levels for the RT stuff. But whatever, I had it running on the benchmark, so it's just shadows is RT, but
Let's strike
yeah,
to full,
reflections
shall
are
we?
just screen space.
We've really opened it up now, haven't we? Ha ha! Oh, what a magnificent creature! You're a natural sailor, Duncan.
I did a
Cutscenes
decent
appear to
trick
be
at the
locked
helm
at 30
some time
FPS,
ago.
but that was a thing from
years before the Masters of
Shadows as well, similar.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say.
But I think what
So full of
happens during the
adventure.
cutscenes is like
How marvelous.
they push all of the
I've seen
graphic
my
settings
share
up
of
higher.
strangeness, aye.
And I was playing around here the other day. It's just so much more like fleshed out, the towns. Just more items, just more detail.
Lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
See someone you know?
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right. Flash rogue like yourself must be cautious.
Yeah.
They did a good job. I'm quite pleased with it. From what I've played, I've enjoyed it. It's got just like all the nice parts of Black
Mad to
Flag, but
think
then they
Spain
added a
were at
few of the
war 2
modern
years ago,
elements
isn't it?
from
Here I am, bartering
Shadows
with Spaniards like they were my
and a
cousins.
bit from Mirage. So there's just like a nice balance. This is
Nothing wrong,
where
No,
I
it's
think most of
nothing.
the
Stand
Assassin's
in my
Creed games
hampers.
should kind of
So where's
aim
the best
for
squad in
like
town? I'm dying for a
stealth in the
quick kip.
combat.
Or a siesta, should I say?
I'm just headed to a public house now to meet some merchants. I could show you the way.
I'm looking
Well,
forward to
lead
their
on.
next one though, the one that's set during the German witch trials. That's gonna be really
I
cool.
hope you'll tarry a bit while I conduct my meeting. It'd be a great relief to have a man of your stature nearby. In case of
That's
a
right.
misunderstanding.
Just have
I
to
can hang
auto
about.
follow now.
I might have a drink.
Splendid. A drink. Gracious. What a revolting sight.
They don't take kindly to pirates here, do they? Wonder how many stolen reals bought these men this perch.
Syndicate was so good. See, I remember I've said this to a few people. See, when Assassin's Creed 2 came out, that was the latest one at the time. I was just totally in love with that game, and I just said to myself, how fucking cool would it be if they did like a Victorian London kind of setting? Like, how fucking cool would that be? And they did it, and it was incredible. I really, really enjoyed it. And the combat was so much fun in that too. And then the Jack the Ripper DLC was great. I loved that too. That was brilliant.
Lend us a few reals then. I did save your skin.
Of course.
Cheers.
What can I do for you?
Sir, I would like to buy a British cutlass.
But that's a better fit for me. How do you fare?
I had only enough for a small knife, sadly. Still, it'll do in a pinch.
You still playing the multiplayer games in the old ones? I didn't really like the multiplayer side of it. I thought they were in the right direction with Unity, but then they just didn't do anything with it.
Oh, no matter. I'll get us a better view. What are we looking for?
A tavern with a sort of courtyard interior.
I guess it's kind of hard to do like a whole open world multiplayer Assassin's Creed game with like the story elements. Would probably have a really dialed back sort of version.
That's how you tell a true sailor.
Yes, a fine way to put it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that they're trying to go for, is if they just want to go for the bigger maps. Although sometimes it's better to go for a smaller map.
What do I do?
Hang!
I can't breathe.
Here I come!
I think my heart stopped.
Take your heart stop.
Don't make me chase you into the harbor!
Yeah, there is like a bump of color. It's a bit more saturated. I think it's just kind of the stylized choice that they went for this one. Although there might be color settings actually. You might be able to
Fellow with dangerous friends.
change it. Actually, I think there is settings. There's like a whole like tone thing you can do. I don't know if it's just tied to photo mode, but I think there's other settings because they had it for shadows too. I think you could change the entire like color palette.
You're alive.
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Ah, did you catch that rogue?
Aye. And I'll be buying the first round with the money I pulled off him.
Oh, wonderful. First my ship, then my purse. It's twice you've saved me now, Duncan.
And don't forget your skin. I saved that too.
Yeah, thrice then. Very good.
Out of the way!
Oh, my word. Havana grows livelier all the time.
Each funster we meet makes me more impatient to drink. Come on.
Un tipo duro, cálmese un poco.
Ah, this is the spot.
The sea has much to offer,
¿Tienes algún
but a popping tavern always draws me back to shore.
Popping, yes. I would normally prefer to conduct my affairs somewhere quieter.
You have zero clue with this YouTube stuff. Well, what sort of stuff? Did you take a look, Paul, by the way, with the encoders thing? I don't have it yet.
Take your time, I'll be just here.
Tax thing is not the same as YouTube's tax thing. Oh, YouTube, sorry, Twitch tax thing.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk!
But they're just looking a bit more detail. There's just not a take like a national insurance thing.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
You bastard! Hey, I warned him. I'm still standing, lads. You'll have to hit harder than that.
It's just like a random bunch of shit there it has you doing for that tax document.
You're not leaving me.
I'll catch you up. Perro Inglés. Look again, lobcocks. I've had all I can drink at present, lads. You go on without me.
Excuse me, coming through.
Hopefully, Steed wasn't pinched by those guards.
It's like a tax exemption thing for the US and UK. Yeah, there's a whole thing like that. Bridget does that for her tax stuff. It's like how you can earn tax in a different country and don't have to pay tax, like in the US sort of thing or whatever. Exactly what Steven says to avoid being double taxed.
Sorry about the swift exit. Bit of a misunderstanding.
One heaped upon another.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry.
If you want to go
this is
take a
what I
look
do.
at it later with you.
I'm only trying to keep these Spanish eyes off me.
Oh, it's no bother. Regrettably, the soldiers confiscated my sugar. Oh, when your dispatches.
Damn! And where've they gone?
Haven't the foggiest idea, I'm afraid. I suspect those chaps might, but my Spanish is muy mal dad, so I'd rather not ask.
Shit! Come on, let's give ear to their talk and recover my maps.
And my sugar?
What, in my drawers?
Oh, you're just about to finish. Well, if you were able to like figure it out there with ChatGPT and whatever, then sure, get it done, get paid, Mr. YouTube partner. That's right.
Hey, Carlos. You hear that Captain Mendoza ordered us to take the fat Englishman's goods last night?
I've been briefed on the matter.
One question's thrown you for a loop. Well, what's the question?
I believe a buyer has been arranged.
That was fast. And when is the hanging? The bell! It's starting!
The bell tolls.
Captain Mendoza plans to move our goods. Can't have that.
I've never seen a haze before.
Not this time, mate. Better if you stay out of sight.
No worries, I'll take a wee look at it later on then. I take it you can just pause that entire like application.
I've come for Captain Mendoza. He won't be dodging his debts now, would he? No, no. The man on the platform there is the captain. Then let the show begin. For the crimes of forgery,
Just that, okay. Fair enough.
theft, and murder. All in the name of piracy. Samuel Carlstock, you are hereby sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead. Do you have any last
He
words?
did shut things and now he's gone.
Like many of you, I came to the West Indies for a better life.
Off to the bin.
It is my view that it... Let it be known that we offer no quarter to pirates and smugglers in Havana.
Just talking a big game then.
You've come for the sugar. I've come to see your debts paid. See, and then.
You don't need to put something in their business account. Look, I think I would just complicate things.
You enjoyed your time in Havana? Guardias! Aseguren el castillo!
Whoa, bro.
Sod it.
Oh, complicated
That's gonna
that.
make things more difficult.
See, because the last time I did this, I was sneaky. I just decided to run at the guy. For now, it's not something. Yeah. No need to fuck with it for reasons we shall not discuss on stream. What Assassin's Creed is this? This is Black Flag Resync, the new one that's out on Thursday.
Reach the top alive. The captain says he wants double ward on the upper storeroom, so that's what we do. Don't think so much.
My stuff is nearby.
Everyone gets a broken neck. Okay, he's over there. We shall continue to be sneaky. Oh, alright, we need to get the key off this guy.
Slaver was on the hook. He was ready to trade his fortune for that cube. It's fine. The glass ornament.
You didn't see anything.
This Mendo.
Sir, you just complicated things by being able to see through the stairs. Stab it. I should probably just switch to like my other weapons. Oh, you lost your hat. Oh, don't fall. I need that item. Oh, you. Sick. Not a real assassin until I got my hidden blade, so I can just be reckless.
If it works.
All right. Oh, my eye is itching.
Here's my goods. Time to tell Bonnet the bad news. Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
What a responsible lad.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
I think we'll just change our weapons to my fancy weapon. And then we do have a Master Assassin outfit. That's like the pre-order, or not the pre-order, the deluxe stuff. But we'll not worry about that right now. Should probably work on some viewpoints. It's always nice to have, so I'll do this. It's like my go-to thing for all Assassin's Creed games was always run around and get all the viewpoints first, and then I could just fast travel between a lot of quests and things. Took a wee look at that question, Paul. It's that's a bit of a weird one. May have to have a wee think about that. What is the appropriate response for it? Let's get the other ones over there, and then, well, you can see the birds kind of circle. Yeah, all the other viewpoints. I'm far too tired for this shit. I think it's pretty straightforward stuff, just looking at it. I've been out every day. The past week is finally catching up with you. Where's our Jermaine? You just out early morning raiding all of the Pokemon Go stuff. 2 seconds. Only himself to blame. Goes to bed early, gets up early, tired all day. He's a working gal. He's out making that bread.
What is the matter
Early morning. I was out in the afternoon with your mom playing it too. We woke up at like 10 today. Yeah. Fair enough, and it means you get to go out and dander about, get the steps in. Get the steps in, catch the Pokemon. Is there much in the way around you? Seeing my work, it's just surrounded by like all of the wee Pokestops, and then I can actually, there's the train station is right next to it, so it counts as like a raid point, so I can get battles done. I guess we're near the next main story mission, so we'll go do that.
Buenos dias.
There's a spot with 6 in one spot if you sit in one spot, and 10 if you walk about. I was playing it the other week in work. Somebody in work asked me, was I playing it? I was like, I haven't played it in years, and they're saying, oh, I've been trying to defend the train station for ages, and some wee dicks come over along and fucking took it off me. So I was like, right, leave it with me, and I spent the entire like shift just destroying every Pokemon that was in it and took over the train station. And when he came back, and I was like, there you go, took care of it for you.
Cállate. El gobernador tiene invitados, todos franceses e ingleses.
Good morning, sir. Would I be correct in thinking you are Duncan Walpole?
I am indeed.
I thought as much. Woods Rogers. A pleasure.
The same.
I must say, my wife has a terrible eye for description.
I'm sorry.
My wife. You met her some years ago at the Percy's Masquerade Ball.
Ah, quite.
She called you devilishly handsome. Obviously a lie to stoke my jealousy. Julien, our guest of honor has arrived, Mr. Duncan Walpole.
Ah. Julien DuCasse. I hope your conversion to our order is an honest one. I have no love for assassins, but even less for liars. I have not come to disappoint.
Up for a bit of sport, Duncan? The old man isn't ready just yet. Pull off a few shots if you like. Get a feel for it. You've got my 2 best pairs of matched pistols.
Oh, that definitely wasn't the fucking gun.
If I had 8, I'd treat each as my own son.
Quite.
I once fought beside a man who carried 9 on his person. They were a boom in battle, but hindered his ability to swim, sadly.
All right. Here's a simple challenge. Try to strike every target before this hourglass empties. Remember, hit every target within the allotted time.
Magnifique.
A good hit. Wonderful. You're a cracked shot, Duncan. As good with a pistol as with your wrist blade, I imagine.
Duncan, where are your wrist blades? I've never seen an assassin so ill-equipped.
Damaged, sadly, beyond all repair.
Uh-huh. Have your choice.
Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs. 2 blades.
Hi, Flowers. How are you?
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
You must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
yes, of course. Well, I mean, if there is time, I would gladly, show you what I know.
Here, you see, situations well suited to your skills.
Have a go. Quite ingenious to use bales of hay for cut. God, that's the spirit.
Stabby, stabby.
Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at high speed?
Mon Dieu, such a powerful strike.
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show us?
Magnifique.
Corner assassination.
Knowledge is surprising. God blind me, that's a clever trick.
Oh, splendid.
Fine work, Walpole.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
A smuggler of sorts.
And how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she, here, in Havana?
I trust she's well, but I wouldn't know. I've been in Madagascar some 14 months hunting pirates. It took some work to dislodge the criminals there, but we managed it.
You love my
In future,
videos?
I hope to
Which
use
one's
these
your
same
favorite?
tactics throughout the West Indies.
And how did you deal with their kind?
Very simply. Most pirates are as ignorant as apes. I merely offered them a choice. Take a pardon and return to England penniless, but free men. Or be hanged by the neck until dead.
Oh. I imagine Nassau would be your next target.
Very astute, Duncan, indeed.
Best of luck with that.
Grandmaster Torres! Mr. Duncan Walpole has arrived.
See. You were expected 1 week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
I'm playing Assassin's
Yes,
Creed
sir,
Black
I
Flag
was.
Resynced. Ubisoft gave me a review copy to play, so I got to play it a couple of days early.
Increíble. The assassins have more resources than I had imagined, but not nearly enough to deter us. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Duncan. You are most welcome. Come, gentlemen. We have much to discuss. Convened at last, and in such continental company. England, France, Spain, citizens of sad and corrupted empires. But you are Templars now, the secret and true legislatures of the world. Please, hold out your hands. Mark and remember our purpose. To guide all wayward souls till they've reached the quiet road. To guide all wayward desire till impassioned hearts are cooled. To guide all wayward minds to safe and sober thought. By the Father of Understanding's light, let our work now begin. Decades ago, the Council entrusted me with the task of locating in these West
Yoink.
Indies a forgotten place our precursors once called the Observatory. See here. Look upon these images and commit them to memory. They tell a very old and important story. For 2 decades now, I have endeavored to locate this observatory, a place rumored to contain a tool of incredible utility and power. It houses a kind of armillary sphere, if you like. A device that would grant us the power to locate and monitor every man and woman on Earth, whatever their location. Only imagine what it would mean to have such a power. With this device,
Can I pickpocket the big guy?
among men. No lies,
No.
no trickery. Only justice, pure justice. This is
I
the
tried.
observatory's promise, and we must take it for our own.
Do we know its whereabouts?
We will soon. For in our custody is the one man who does. A man named Roberts, once called a sage.
It has been 45 years since anyone has seen a true sage. Can you be sure this one is authentic?
We are confident he is.
The assassins will come for him.
Indeed they will. But thanks to Duncan and the information he has delivered, the assassins won't be a problem for much longer. All will be made clear tomorrow, gentlemen, when you meet the sage for yourselves. Until then, let us drink. Let us find the observatory together. For with its power, kings will fall, clergy will cower, and the hearts and minds of the world will be ours.
Governor Torres requests your presence at the docks near the Castillo. First thing tomorrow morning.
Look at you, Stimpy videos dropped. Is it a real video or is it a, you know, a Rust one? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Music to my ears. Is Mrs. YouTube's?
¿Buscas problemas, amigo?
Oh, is it more like a vlog?
Not again.
Have you any room? I can pay.
What? And have another Brawl wreck the place? Out with you!
Your loss, mate. I know where to find some privacy. And what he can't see won't trouble him. They've no room for a scoundrel like you either, eh?
Right, getting not too far off where I left it when I was first playing through it.
This could be the key to my fortune.
Fighting every ounce of my being not to play the rest of this when I had it so early on. Wanted to share the experience with everyone. Alright, down to the docks.
Duncan!
Ah, Duncan.
Good morning,
Duncan
Just
old
over here.
bean.
Edward? Hello, Edward! I found a man to purchase my remaining sugar! Huh? Quite a coup, I must say.
He just called you Edward.
Oh, that's the merchant who sailed me here. Out of caution, I gave him a false name.
Ah, well done.
We'll catch up on it later.
Very punctual, Duncan. This way.
Hey, how's it going?
Here he is. A man both Templars and assassins have sought for over a decade. I am told your surname is Roberts. Is this so? You recognize this, I think.
This fucking handlebar mustache.
According to old tales.
Yeah, Black Flag resync the new one, the remaster, remake. I think it's a remake. Rebuilt it from the ground up.
Only its location. Perhaps Mr. Roberts will be eager to provide it. Transfer him to my residence.
Such a fuss over one man. Is the Observatory really such a grand prize?
Sí, sin duda. The Observatory was a tool built by the precursor race. Its worth is without measure.
Precursor race? I see.
One of your early letters mentioned a desire to kill the Mayan mentor, Atabay. Were you able to carry out this contract before coming here?
I was not, no. Too many complications along the way.
A pity. But the maps you delivered with Ebile will see that job finished.
Aye. That's the idea.
It's too quiet. I don't like this route, Torres. We're exposed.
Something is wrong. Stay close, Grandmaster.
I feel it too. Do not let them get their hands on the sage, at whatever cost.
Assassins!
Guard the sage! Protegenos tanto vamos!
I did not mean to kill the civilian, they just got the crossfire.
To the governor's residence, quickly! Watch the streets and alleys. They could be anywhere.
It doesn't help that I actually did like a big wide sweep attack and that poor person just got eviscerated. Let's see, it helps when I've reloaded my weapon. No. What's my favorite? Black Flag is probably my top one. I've bought it on every single platform. But I really enjoyed Odyssey, and Valhalla Syndicate is a big favorite of mine. Always wanted a Victorian London setting. Quite a few I love. And of course, big love for all the Ezio stuff. What civilian did I kill?
Oh, that was nice.
Here's another attack.
A la carga.
Yeah, I've played every single Assassin's Creed game. I'm a big fan of the franchise. I had like a playthrough of all of them, of at least the older stuff, a couple of years back. I have taken a notion to go back to maybe Odyssey again and try and do all the side stuff. That game's just endless.
a
Any
nimble
particular
one, I'll
favorite of
give you that.
yours? Do you like the new
Hang
stuff,
back
the
and
older
make this
stuff?
easy on both of us, mate. Stop, or I'll kneecap you.
Come on. I guess I'm not allowed to stop. I have to chase him into a corner, that's right. Yeah, at these gates.
Ha! Nowhere to run. Have you ever been flayed, boy? They could never catch me.
That was easy.
Well
You
done.
prefer the older stuff, you find AC2 with Connor also nice. 3 was really good. I mean, it had a whole bunch of like its own sort of problems that they worked out with the remaster. So going back to it, it felt nice knowing that there was a few quality of life changes, because there was some mad issues with certain missions in that game, but they sorted it. That wouldn't be too bad if they remade that too. I'd love to see a remake of that, because I kind of like that point in history too.
And with my idiot king's blessing, no less. Adios.
As for you, Mr. Walpole,
How am I finding the game? I'm enjoying it. I think it's a really good mashup of the old Black Flag stuff, along with sort of the newer things from like Shadows and Mirage.
call around noon.
If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, definitely pick it up. I'm really pleased with what they've done with it.
All that toil for this pittance. Jesus.
It does. It looks amazing. Just thinking how the original looked, and I thought the original looked really good back in the day. And then just seeing how it looks now on the new engine, it's fantastic. Yeah, Zulu Assassin's Creed, the Black Flag resync, the remaster remake. Ubisoft was kind to gift me a review copy of the game, so we get to enjoy it a little bit early, up to a certain point.
Just how much is this sage worth?
Also, Polly, thanks for the follow.
What a marvelous surprise! Come, have a drink.
God sink me for this pittance. 1,000 reals for those maps. That's what? £100 at most. How's a man supposed to become rich in these times with a miser like Torres running the world?
Gotta pull the trigger. Definitely, highly recommend. The game's huge. You get your money's worth out of it. And I believe there's extra content. I think there's a few things they added in.
I could follow people around.
I know they fleshed out some of the ship stuff. I think some of the stuff they were talking about was it's like special ship or crew members that would have like quests and things too. So there's new stuff there. It's not just like a fresh coat of paint.
In the West Indies. I'll catch you up on it. There's a sage in that house I must speak to.
Have you never played Black Flag, the original?
You should have paid me fair, Torres. DuCasse mentioned a prison.
No, well, it's a fantastic story. Have you played any of the Assassin's Creed games? Actually, there's another question, because they're all interconnected in some shape or form. Yes, follow that whistle that came from the tall grass. You prefer the early ones to the newer ones. That was sort of a thing for people when they made the big change to the kind of RPG elements. That was a hard adjustment. you missed out on this one when it came out. Well, definitely pick it up. They've kept all of the nice elements from the older games, and then a few balances of sort of the newer games. You're also from Northern Ireland? Oh, cool. There's quite a few of us lurking around here on Twitch. These are not gonna part ways, so I'm just gonna start marking folks. Oh, we don't need to mark over there. There are guys out in the street. Yep, this one has the whole hidden blade, and you can one-shot people. There's no funny business based on damage numbers. No, it's absolutely fine. The more questions, the better. If I'm able to help, I will happily answer questions about the game. Like, if you enjoyed the older stuff, where you could just, you know, an assassination was an assassination and not just an approximation on damage, 4 held on to all of that. It was only in, I think it only was the RPG stuff with, like, Origins and stuff, they started making those weird changes. They did bring it back for Mirage. I know they tried to do the damage thing and people were just like, there's a toggle you could change where you could put it back to just like a one-hit kill. Because what's the point of an assassination if you only do, you know, so much damage? Yeah, there's double assassination. Oh, I should have Sparta kicked that guy. Wasted opportunity. That's okay. Couple of boys. I can't remember if you were able to double assassinate so early on. I think in the original you couldn't. I think it was just one hidden blade you had early on in the game, and then you had to unlock a second one, or it was given to you through the story. And I think they've adjusted that. Where's that person?
Poor bastards in the gibbets. Lost their ears.
You're fanboying. They did bring back the rope dart as well. I think that was the thing that Connor had in 3. I stream. I try to have a schedule. At the minute, life was sort of being a bit tricky, but usually I work 2 nights and then I take a day off, and then when I'm off, I'll stream for 3 days and then I'll work another 2 nights. So it's usually 3 nights in a row I'll stream. Tonight is actually meant to be my rest day, but because I was given the review copy here, I decided to stream a day early. So they'll actually be, for the next few days, I'll be on playing this for the next 4 nights. But I try to be 3 on. Yeah, 3 streams and then 3 nights off and then 3 on again, sort of thing. It just rotates. And I try to play I try to keep it mostly variety. I'll fall back into certain titles like Dead by Daylight. Sometimes there's group games. Yeah, I mean, if you were able to like see some of the previous stream stuff on the channel, I kind of mix it up a bit, and I kind of just play old stuff, new stuff, whatever's popular, whatever I can get my hands on. Usually, try to keep it sort of mixed up. Yeah, that's right. This guy has it. See, I would post a schedule, but it's complicated. It's just the way to get it set up, just because I don't have set days. I know there's a few of my friends, they'll do like Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays or something like that, and that's them, but just the way my work rotates, because I'm 2 nights on, 4 nights off, so streams kind of roll back a day every week. It's kind of the way it works. But I'm trying to keep sort of a somewhat normal schedule. It's usually 10 p.m. to about 2 a.m. is the way I would do my streams as well. And I'm not just on Twitch, I'm on YouTube as well, and there's people on YouTube as well that probably don't really know about my schedule, and there's folks watching. Okay, good, they have split up. We can get this key. But yeah, 3 nights, usually, and then I'll post clips. If anything of worth, I'll make a wee clip. They fill in the gap. And usually when I do group games as well, Polly, it is with a bunch of Northern Irish people as well. There's a whole bunch of us. So you get to hear more of that lovely accent. Right, that guy's gone for a long walk. Here he comes.
Año tras año buscamos los engendros más necios y les calzamos el uniforme.
Nope. Nope. I nearly committed to that assassination. Just get the drop on this boy. Oh, is that? Oh, the viewpoint's there. Alright, I'll just climb back up, I guess. Thank you for the key.
Behind the door that fits this key.
They really are. They're so impressive. I keep trying to like remember what it looked like, because I played this not too long ago because my partner likes the stories. So I played a whole bunch of the Assassin's Creed games before. So that was probably a year or 2 ago we were going through them all. Played Black Flag again for like the millionth time. Oh shit. Oh, that's okay. We nearly had an incident. Textures look really good. Was saying earlier on in the stream about how Assassin's Creed Shadows looks as well, just how dense the forests of Japan and all look. There's some amazing work there too. Jesus. So that's obviously translated into this. It came out. Oh, it came out in the Xbox 360, PS3, and then it got the little upgrade for the PS4. It got like a 60 FPS patch and stuff. It's forever old.
What is your true name, rogue?
It's Captain.
It must be about 13 years ago. That sounds about right.
Sage, did you set him free?
I had nothing to do with that, much as I wish I did.
Take him to the ports. Send him to Sevilla with the treasure fleet.
Oh, wait now! I delivered your treasures, didn't I?
You did, yes. But you robbed us of Duncan Walpole.
You've been looking for a game. This game has a lot to offer in terms of narrative and just side content.
No worse.
It was It was before like the major like Ubisoft bloat, like, you know, they just fill the map icons. It was kind of like one of the biggest things they had made at that point in time. So there was still decent content, and it wasn't just a million things to collect and a million, you know, pointless side quests. If you're looking for a big open world game to sort of fill out your summer, it would be this one. And I've kind of been on the sort of same thing. I do enjoy a good single player narrative game, but it's fine when it's either long enough or
My father is a merchant.
offers enough beyond its story. I still haven't finished like Ghost of Yote, like that's a big open world one. Like there's just so much to that too. It's something I need to go back. Death Stranding 2, I need to go back and finish the side stuff and finish the story, but more the map to finish. Oh, so much stuff, and then there's stuff coming out this summer as well.
We'll save the remainder of
I need to keep track of what's coming out. There's so much shit. We've been eating good, I would say, for games.
Thank you, love. This was so very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, September is crazy. I'm not here for September. I'm away. I'm away for a month. I'm just gone. So I won't get to play anything. And I think that's probably a good thing, because then I don't get like bogged down with too much choice. I think when I come back, the first thing I'm doing is getting Wolverine. And I'm gonna play the fuck out of that, because that just looks so good. Onimusha looks so good too. I might get that too. Again, there's too much. September's a fucking shit show, all because of GTA.
I saw the guards store our weapons up front.
Follow my lead.
God help me. God help me if Nintendo's like, oh yeah, Ocarina of Time remake's out in September. I'm gonna just take my wallet. I'm gonna have to sell a kidney for all these games. I thought I got seen. You lecture in game design, so you spend a lot of time in video games. Well, that's a fun industry to be in. A friend of mine does video game design. He works for a studio here. Mostly does artwork, but I think he's had to get himself involved in 3D modeling now. But always had an interest. I love how I like how things work. I love to like learn how games work and stuff. So I've a pretty decent understanding about, you know, the structure behind things. So game design is definitely an interest for a hobby, not certainly a career choice, because I think it's quite hard in this country to break into. Oh.
Then find a fast ship to flee.
Ooh. Now, how did you see that from there? Gasp! Stab! Hiya, boys.
Catch to this favor. You're sailing with me.
I'd follow you to hell for this, mate.
Oro, plata, jade, tabaco, lo que se te ocurra.
Eh?
You didn't see anything? Where's this guy going? There we go. Okay.
Come on, lads. If we're to drown today, it won't be here.
Últimas palabras.
¡Aquí está!
That is true. It is launching Steam Deck verified. I've yet to actually try it on my Steam Deck, just to actually see how it performs. But I might install it on the deck just so I can play it and work. Oh.
Almost too easy.
I do remember Shadows didn't play very well on the Steam Deck, but I think they eventually optimized it, so it will be one worth checking out. Because it's such a chill game. I know it's like it's an Assassin's Creed game, but it's pretty laid back at the same time. Just go sail. Hit the high seas on the Steam Deck in bed. Okay. Still getting used to the parry timing for this. Keep trying to do it like I did in Valhalla. Where you just abuse the hell out of it.
Voy a ir a lo más alto.
¡Deja de retorcerte, pirata!
I'm curious though how it's gonna look on the Steam Deck though. Like how much of a, you know, how much settings need to be sort of sacrificed to get it to run. And is it just running at 30? Woohoo, what are we waiting for?
Captain and make his ship ours.
Got this all.
Lay aboard, lads!
Save your singing for Davy Jones, you jagabats! It's a hard wind coming!
The man speaks true. You lot weigh anchor. As for the rest, half on the foremast and half at the main. Let's outrun this hurricane.
Bark any orders you think wise, mate. We're up against it here.
These men know their place. They'll see us home.
Keep watch on those galleons.
They did a real nice job redoing the models. Black Sails. I think that came out right around the same time as this.
Look out, man!
I see it.
The seas try to swallow us.
Here comes a rogue wave. I remember watching Black Sails, but I don't think I ever finished it. I see the spite. I see all of them.
That's our course.
What other pirate shows is there? There was one I keep seeing. I keep meaning to watch. What is it? It's like a comedy or something.
Oh, by God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune. I'm Edward. Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adéwalé.
You ever been to Nassau, Adéwalé?
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home! I've made my choice, Adé. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such fairness.
It's true. Most of these men
He
wouldn't
just
accept you
pre-ordered
as
it
a
on
captain.
Steam. Nice.
So what fair role would complement such?
I had it pre-ordered and then Ubisoft was like, "Do you want a key?" So I gotta have to refund my Steam pre-order.
Nothing less.
Animal sauce? What kind of animal?
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau.
I know,
Water
nice
for
perks.
drinking, Hunting for food and repairs.
I say perks, I wasn't even expecting it.
Hunting, it shall be.
The pre-order animal sauce for Black Flag. Black Flag.
I spied a few items in a hold earlier. Powder and a few pistols. Think I'll fashion a
Okay,
second
sail
holster
out
if I can.
into the open sea.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about
I'm not. I just got like a random email. I think the lot, because sometimes I'll sign up for like, there's opportunities you can sign up to. I don't remember signing up for this. I don't even think there was a sign up for it. I think they just reached out because I kept my email address into my description. Because you do get the odd key thing. I think what was the last thing I signed up to? I think it might have been for that new Sword Art Online game. But yeah, I just got like a random email. It was just labeled urgent. They were like, do you want a key? No strings attached, no obligation to make content. I was like, sure. I couldn't refuse because I bought this game on every single platform and I already pre-ordered it. Who am I to say no to that?
To keep this ship and its crew in fine condition.
Well, I'm very grateful getting the opportunity to be hands-on with it.
Abaco Island isn't far off. If we anchor by the shore, we can restock.
So hopefully it's the start of a few nice opportunities. I know of a couple of friends who've been offered keys for games as well. A friend of mine there who gets an awful lot of Sega titles.
Looks to be a camp there. We should drop anchor alongside.
Another friend actually was given a copy of Resident Evil Requiem for the Switch 2, and when she told them she didn't have a Switch 2, they were like, don't worry, and they sent her a Switch 2 and a Pro controller just so she could play Resi on the Switch 2. No strings attached.
Well moored, lads.
I know, I thought that was crazy because she was showing me the email. She's like they want to give me the thing, but I don't have a Switch 2, and she was ready to borrow her brother's Switch 2. And when she said about it, like replied to the email, the guy was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll hook you up here with a Switch 2 and everything." It was insane. I try to keep it relaxed. I almost think sometimes I just stay too quiet, but if people are asking questions, I'll answer questions to the best of my ability, or try and give some sort of riveting commentary on whatever's happening. But sometimes it's the thing with narrative-based games, you're kind of sucked into the story and you're just sort of like this face in the corner watching. But I've played this story a million times, so I can kind of talk over it without much attention being needed. Lizard. Oh shit, he's hit the turbo.
It's pretty to watch.
There we go. Hello, sweet Electra, how's it going? There are some streams that are over the top. I know, like, some people appreciate energy and liveliness, but if you kind of want to come in, like, you want to come in and see what the game looks like, that's, you know, that's one of those things. You look for a quieter stream so you can take in what's going on in the game. My weakness is viewpoints. I must get them all. Good, thanks. I'm good. I'm a bit warm. It's awfully warm at the minute. I'm sure like everyone else is experiencing. You thought you'd come see the new AC game. Have you played the original Black Flag? Are you familiar with it? We're only about an hour and a half or so into this. But we're trying to just sort of, we'll mix it up a bit of story stuff and some of the side stuff because we're only allowed to go so far.
Something mauled these men. Animals have been in the fish. The crates are unspoiled. Paw prints. Smaller than a jaguar's.
It was definitely that iguana that I just saw run off.
I'll see about those ocelots. Have the crew load the supplies on the Jackdaw.
Green wheels. You haven't been hit by the heat wave yet. You did experience the other one. Got the 37. Ooh. You did. You liked it. Just wasn't keen on the ships. You've a love-hate relationship of water levels. Same. Speaking from experience, yeah. Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, and the underwater section in Metal Gear Solid 2. I absolutely hated that. This one I don't mind so much until it involves sharks. Then it becomes a problem. Parry this ocelot. Or should I parry an ocelot? Make myself something fancy. Yeah, the heat here didn't really get to 37. I think it kind of topped out around sort of the mid-20s, depending on, you know, more towards the coast, so it was a bit cooler, but it's still just, it's just hot. We're not built for it. Access the crafting menu. Hold the craft pistol holster, sweet.
The crew have their provisions, and I have my holster.
You've 180 plus hours in Shadows. I can't even remember how many hours I have in Shadows. No, that's not the button to see it. I don't know. Definitely not 180 plus hours, and I'm still not totally done with that game. But yeah, so if you're familiar with Black Flag, it has all of the sort of stuff from Black Flag, some of the original like parkour. And then it's like a blend of stuff from Shadows and Mirage. So it's a really good mix. It's very nice. I'm quite pleased with how it all sort of has come together. Not a summer personal house built exactly. They're built to keep the heat in. And they do that. They keep the heat in. It doesn't escape. It refuses to leave. I've tried to get it evicted, but here we are. All we can do is blow the hot air around and hope it somehow cools us. And I think we're set for just another brutal week. I actually stopped streaming for a week. It was that hot. I couldn't. I'm stuck in this room with lights, everything. Yeah, fans just roaring. And I can't open the door because the cat will just be everywhere and he's a nuisance. And also my partner's trying to sleep, so when the door's closed, she can't hear me shout and scream and stuff, so... There's a balance. Unfortunately, I have to slowly cook myself if I want to stream.
So, are we rested? Or should we idle a while longer?
Best way anchor. I think the crew is itching to reach civilization.
You'll find no civilization in Nassau. But it's a fine place to be merry all the same.
Oh, she's more than seaworthy now.
Right, where are we for? I guess this way. The game unlocks 3 p.m. on 3. It's an odd time. 3 though, that 3's not too bad. It used to be Steam was terrible for just releasing stuff at like 5 p.m. You spend the whole day, you know, waiting, and then 5 o'clock rolls around, and then you gotta wait on Steam decompressing the game. It's a whole... That's my one issue with Steam, but I think it's something to do with the publishers as well, because there's some games, I think like Monster Hunter Wilds released at 5 a.m, which wasn't bad. Oh, we're finally getting some shanties. My game's not on Steam though. Part of the whole thing with being offered the review copy is that it is on Ubisoft Connect, so I'm using that launcher. Is it still the same hold circle to dock? I wonder. Oh, triangle to dock. Algebra! Thank you so much for the follow. Captain Queer Nabs. The graphics are insanely good. They've done a good job. And the thing is, I'm not even running this at like totally max settings, because my computer might explode and the stream wouldn't survive. But ray tracing's on, textures are maxed out. I'm playing this on a 4K screen. The stream's obviously at 2K, so but it's locked at 60 FPS. I've had no issues. It's optimized so well. I'm really pleased about that. That it was just out of the box. It just works. Because I think Shadow had some issues. Have I played the OG? I own the OG on almost every platform. I played the game so much.
The only place in the world where a pirate can live free. And the scoundrels here, they make for good company. They'll be stirring up trouble at the Aviary for sure.
I'll be back. You hear me?
Aye. With the same manners, I don't doubt.
Yeah, it's definitely optimized well. No issues. Started up first time and hit the benchmark, and it was just cruising. No hitches whatsoever, and fantastic.
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
Morning, all.
Ahoy, Kenway. Who's this?
Adéwalé, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw.
Yes, Algebra, I did notice that they changed it up. They changed a few little things sort of at the start as well. I think it's just positioning on like the island at the very beginning when Edward kills the assassin. They changed where he dies. There's just a few little things like that.
Adé saved my life. And now we're looking to
You luckily didn't experience any issues. I didn't have much in the way of like major issues with Shadows. I just had to make a few adjustments for graphics, but when I had it set up, it was brilliant. And I think they patched it out pretty quick. I'm interested in like the extra stuff that they've added too, for like some of the side characters, like fleshing them out, because some of them aren't around for very long. They kind of just they play their part and then they're out of the story, so it's nice to know that there's more going on.
It might be you can help him with that.
Has anyone played that that game Windrose that was kind of like it wanted to be Assassin's Creed, like, I mean, it was a survival craft game, but the combat, it was just Black Flag.
There's some in need of saving right here.
It did a better job than that than the other one that Ubisoft brought out, the Skull and Bones. I was playing that forever. I was in the alpha for that. And that game went through a lot of changes. Guess we can't jump down there because there's a bench. Excuse me, fellas. Can we not?
Those heathens told me they sailed for King George. They said it were a queer name for a captain.
Well, I'm a captain looking for some crew. We regroup at the Avery.
Yeah, so the lighting, at least from my settings, it's ray traced global illumination. So all the shadows, everything's RT. The reflections are screen space, but you can turn on the full RT if you want. So they do offer a few options. There we go. You've never heard of the game. If it's on Steam, you don't really hear unless they come to console. I think it is on console. I think. It's one of those weird, like, early access titles, though. So there was a lot going on with it. Oh, thanks for the follow, Electra. To anyone that is new here, I do stream like 3 nights on and then 3 nights off, and then yeah, 3 on, 3 off because of the way I work. We try to keep things sort of variety, but there are a few mainstay sort of games. You've got a stock purchase and Cockerman finished it individually with great pleasure, trying to double us out. Yeah, like, see, I played a little bit a few days earlier because I've had it for a couple of days. The whole, like, opening a sort of first stealth thing where you had to get the key from the guard and then go get Steed Bonnet's sugar and stuff back. I did like a total stealthy approach today when I went to play it here on stream. I made an absolute cock up of it, and I was just the guy that I was meant to steal the key off of. He ran away into the building. There was no like mission fail. I love that it's now just adaptable and you can just be like, stealth is optional, and that's fun because the takedowns and the combat's really fun too. So it's nice that you don't get punished for opting, you know, stealth or violence. So yeah, so we're just tracking down pirates. I thought I seen... Yeah, it's over here. Oh no, it's just this zone. It's over here, I believe. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is chasing down those damn musical things, the shanties and stuff.
What's the asking price? My real? The trinkets too. God strike down this miserable thieves' den.
Wait.
Parts are known for their stealth. Yeah, no, this is definitely better. It was definitely one of those let the player do what they want kind of thing. I like the opportunity to have choice how I approach missions. Okay, bro doesn't want to... I just want to kick you, sir. There's always one. Oh, I'm taking you. Goodbye. It's like a proper Family Guy death.
I was done for till you.
I'm still getting used to like some of the alternate sort of ways the combat goes. I keep like forgetting about the whole R2 like skill wheel thing. I just opt for just swing the sword, parry, dodge. Like Odyssey you would just abuse all the abilities. I'm playing it on a DualSense controller, so getting the nice haptics as well. I don't think I could ever play an Assassin's Creed game with a keyboard and mouse. It doesn't feel right. go. Shoot the rope to save the pirate. I'll help. I won't. Because I would just shoot him in the face. I'm sorry, did that say revive? Oh, that's right, he's injured.
I don't think so, mate.
I forgot about the speedy guards. I think I used more of the R2 abilities in Shadows, but in my mind I'm like, I'm playing Black Flag, and I just swing the sword. But it's also nice to know that I could just play it the way that I did play it. Because so far my experience is trying to use the R2 abilities, every single person seems to dodge the whole, like, trying to kick people and sweep them.
There he is. You did good, Edward. Your Jackdaw is fully crewed, and the British have learned how we do things in Nassau.
We could have slipped the noose round their necks and given everyone a show.
Can it be 3 PM on Thursday? I know, I pre-ordered it thinking, okay, it's not too far away, I'll play something else. I was actually in the middle of playing through The Last Guardian on my stream, and juggling a bit of Dead by Daylight, and I thought, okay, that'll fill me until Black Flag comes out, and then change of plans.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye, it's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
These characters look so much better with these new models, new textures.
Rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. That ain't a fortune.
Yeah, no, I get that. The combat has to evolve, and the combat has evolved. There's takedowns in here that clearly aren't there from the original. They changed a whole bunch of stuff. And I like seeing like games evolve. Like I like the idea that they can enhance the combat and do other things. I want to see the changes. And there's a nice balance between the old and the new Assassin's Creed stuff. I actually really enjoyed Lego Batman. I loved all of the references in it. It was funny. I thought it was really funny. And I felt like I kind of, not necessarily rushed through it, but I felt like there was just, it was building momentum, and then it did kind of come to an abrupt end. But of the time that I spent on it, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. I highly recommend that as a, you know, as a silly sort of single player game, or you can play it with friends. I don't know if there's online co-op. I think there is. But it was funny. There was a load of references outside of the Batman stuff too, just like leaning into whole like Liam Neeson was Ra's al Ghul and stuff, so they had the whole like take-in line and stuff from it. And the Danny DeVito penguin, they were having him like say lines from It's Always Sunny from Philadelphia. It was brilliant. I loved it.
Well, I'm gonna teach you how to sail alright, and how to take a prize the proper way. Thatch, we'll catch you up at the old fishing village.
Aye.
Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Let's make some headway, shall we?
I've no need for schooling. How many prizes did we take together as privateers?
There's a chasm of difference between joining a raid and captaining one. We're looking out for merchants, boys. Them that's fat with cargo. Find us a schooner with that spyglass, Kenway. You'll get yourself a glimpse of what sort of cargo they're shipping and a general idea of their toughness.
Do you have any treasure?
There's a prize worth taking.
There we go.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a prize, project authority and demand respect that you would never give yourself. This weaves a spell over soft minds. For your victims must always have in the back of their minds the uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and unseam them from prick to sternum.
Time for some maritime violence.
Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you must. But for God's sake, don't sink her. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea. Although it can be done. They're dropping powder kegs, Kenway. Order your men to fire them with the swivels before they cause you any trouble. You've scuffed her up nice. Only don't put a hole below our waterline.
I forgot how they use the swivel guns. Totally fucked my ship already. Whoops. There we go. Gentlemen. My ship's gonna be sunk here. Yeah. I shouldn't have just barreled through those things. Can't remember how the swivel gun worked again. It was R1.
After you subdue a prize, project authority and demand respect that you would never give yourself.
That's right, you just held R1. Okay. Right. Attempt number 2.
The uneasy idea that you could snap at any moment and unseam them from prick to sternum. Fire what cannons you will, and land a few strikes if you must. But for God's sake, don't sink her. It's no fun fishing cargo out of the sea. Although it can be done.
Seems to be alone, sir.
You've scuffed her up nice. Only don't put a hole below our waterline. They're dropping powder kegs, Kenway. Order your men to fire them with a swivel before they cause you any trouble.
There we go.
She's disabled now and taking on a decent amount of water. So keep your cannons quiet. Take care not to sink her. Ease in close. We'll ready the grapnels.
Jack's ready to grapple up, sir.
Drag them to their doom!
Keep them off our decks!
You with a sea-dog fella.
Can't really see from there. Oh, couldn't assassinate him. Yep, that'll do it. Hello, new friends. You will now become part of my crew.
Buen dia, senor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this is my crew. We're
Man's horny for gold.
But quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own.
Is there any other games people are excited for? I'm looking forward to Fable. I can't wait for that.
Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please do repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold and take everything that isn't nailed down.
We'll soak ourselves in rum, courtesy of one Ed Thatch.
A good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your Jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Sod a year. I'm looking for a price that'll set me up for life. Be king of the West Indies, then.
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well, I'll be a man of property and promise anyway.
Jesus, let that dream go, lad. Nassau is the place to be, not England.
Do you ever dream of the big score? A ship so full of gold and silver, you just split it and sail home.
I do remember having trouble with the boss ships in the original. There was one of them that just kept giving me a really, really hard time. Now I'm having terrible flashbacks. Let me get the viewpoint. I must have the viewpoint. Don't talk to me, random Spanish man. The viewpoint awaits. I don't think I was meant to stand on that. Okay. Is this fella still looking for me? So he is. Alright lads, you can't see me. I'm invisible. Behold. Sneaky, sneaky. Have you finished looking? Yeah. Yeah, it's the breaking the line of sight thing and then just hoping that they don't stumble upon a way to just, oh, I can see you just up there, and then you're stuck, so you have to go back down and, like, you know, deal with them. Right, okay. Now we need to upgrade the Jackdaw. Look at that, there's no need for this to be so pretty underwater. But it is.
I'm told you have something for me.
What might you be requiring?
Everything. I require all of the upgrades. Because Muggins here decided to barrel through a bunch of explosive barrels. There really is a lot of detail. There's people watching on Twitch, Shurkan. The reason no one's watching on YouTube is because YouTube doesn't seem to do a very good job of pushing their live streams. We have a stronger hull. I think I have some stuff for the deluxe edition. Like a ship skin or something like that too. See shop. The other vanity stuff. I would watch more streams on YouTube, but it's very difficult to actually find them. See, when you want to like look for a game, you need to find a video that's like about the game, and then scroll down, click on the game, and then there'll be like a tiny button that says live, and then that's just happened to be where you would find the live streams. But instead of like YouTube Gaming, they've killed that off. You finished this game 8 years ago. I finished it years ago as well, but this is the remake. So it is, I mean, it is the same game, but it looks a little bit nicer.
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free.
I think I fall back to YouTube for live stuff for certain events, because sometimes Twitch can be unpredictable. But yeah, YouTube's mostly like just pre-recorded. But I tend to get more people in on the shorts feed, because I do like a dual stream. There's a vertical stream that I put out as well on YouTube. And for people scrolling through shorts, you sometimes will come across a live stream, but there's actually a section for lives, because they're trying to compete with like the whole TikTok live thing. So tend to get a fair few people sort of come in on that, but it's kind of like TikTok traffic. It's quite fleeting. People just sort of stop for 2 seconds and then they're away again.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big
I wish Twitch had the discoverability of YouTube though, because I tend to get more traffic after the stream, because that's when all like the pre-recorded like algorithm based stuff kind of kicks in. There's not a lot that's kind of working in your favor when you're live.
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon.
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway?
2 years, Missy? 2 years? You've been keeping the lights on?
Shout aye! Aye! That's a sound I like to hear. Pipe to Torres.
Class. I play plenty of online games, Shercon. It's just I just like my single player games. Come on, dry your hair. Fucks. You can't be fucked. Imagine drying your hair in this fucking heat. Oh, there's my ex.
Careful around the Navy. They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
Here comes the banger soundtrack.
Shorten sail! Get off the squall! Give me some speed!
You have to dry your hair.
Every last scrap of duck on the wind!
Just raw dog it, let it dry naturally. It'll be extra curly. When I hit the land. Oh, you can't leave extensions wet. See, I didn't. As you can tell, I don't wear extensions, so I wouldn't know. Cut the enemy's ship flag. uncalled for. Sir, I need you to stop shooting at me. Right. Well, he would have went for wee wash and blow dry, but too tired and summer. Too tired and sore? What are you up to? Long story. I'm sure you can give me a TLDR at some point. I hope you feel better. If you're sore and tired. Yes, I will repair the ship. Yeah, I think the objectives are kind of needed because you could just sit on your own ship and swivel gun everyone.
Are you begging, Kenway? These cannons look like they were fished from a shallow wreck.
Aye, they'll do for now. Can't be relied on for much longer.
Another brig.
Names out, trim to the wind.
I think this was one of the things I really enjoyed doing, was just going straight for pummeling ships to completely over level. And then obviously you have to do like other objectives to unlock things, but it was nice just completely powering the ship up. The more you see this, the more you're excited. Well, it's not much longer to wait.
Ease off the wind! All sails loose and stay tight! Fire! Ready battle!
Stop trying to ram me! Hopefully you've got plenty going on in your wake to make time go by a bit quicker. Boarded because I think I just slammed into an island, so we need to recover. Ship can't turn, we're too close. Yeah, side activity, cut the ship's water. Well, I guess you could swivel gun them if you wanted to, but I guess you get more from it if you go ahead and do that. Well, I don't actually know. Is there a difference for doing that? Oh, well, that was just rude. You cock-blocked me, sir. I was trying to do a takedown. Unnecessary overkill. Oh, the humanity! You're into Warhammer, so I'll keep you distracted. Fair enough. That'll definitely make the days go in. Let me take that. I think this just gets rid of morale very quickly. Yeah. Yes, repair the ship.
That was a rumble, by God. How do you fare?
Fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official. See the military off your tail.
Yeah, I think it's if you can risk trying to climb the top of the mast to get it. Obviously, there's guys trying to shoot at you. You can. I don't know how much it'll reduce you by. Maybe you should try it next time you go to do it. Just go straight for it and see how much the bar takes off. Uh-oh. Outside them, yeah.
Clues down, catch some wind. Fire! Crowd it all on.
You see, I gotta try and climb up here and I'm gonna get hit with a sniper. See how much this will take off then. I'm curious. Oh. Second floor menswear. Okay, a reasonable chunk, but not like 50% or so. I think there's another one later on down the line, like killing officers would give you big morale cuts too. Oh, crispy corpse. Oh. Do you know what, Algebra? I'm having the exact same issue. I'm like, who the fuck am I hitting? Yeah, it's my own fault. Got too carried away there. But also totally blinded by not knowing what the fuck was going on there. But yeah, we'll I'll just carry on with the story.
So how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
At least we solved the mystery of the morale, or how much is taken when you remove the flag from the ship.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
Isn't there something you can do? Like you can change your crew's outfits so they kind of just stick out better.
Keep them tight.
Okay. I don't think we get rid of a wanted level because I was killed, but sure.
You require my services.
I do. All I can do is upgrade my ship. Yes. More big boy cannons. So yeah, I need, metal and money. It's the sort of side stuff I get sucked into, just fucking upgrading the ship. Because I remember when I first started playing it, I would have been like just attacking smaller ships. And then over leveling and then just going after really big ships. And then when it came to like the story kind of naval battles, I was just destroying them.
You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it. But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any better you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. A fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation?
Sounds like certain parts of Belfast, all smiles, no teeth.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea. So, where is Master Kid?
Andreas Island. We're going after the plantation.
That depends. Is the crew ready?
They are. Any sign of trouble, and they'll know what to do. We've got your back, Captain.
Sadly, there's no Freedom Cry stuff, so we don't get to have the whole little side story for Adéwalé.
Faster now.
They might add it later on, though. I don't think there's been any talks of like season passy kind of things for additional quests or whatever. Early days, though. So I need to unlock all of the other shanties as well.
That's enough for now.
Oh, we just stand here? Oh, okay. What a throw, lads. To the viewpoint. We must have our fast travels. But no Spanish soldiers to ruin my day. This time, at least. I still like that they kept sort of the climbing puzzles to some of these too, and not just you can go straight to the top. So that was one of my favorite parts, just figuring out how to climb something because of the way they had like done the whole puzzle for it. It was always fun. And then Odyssey, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Odyssey. Was it Odyssey Origins of Valhalla? It was just like hold my beer and you would climb a flat wall with nothing to hold on to. Like, don't get me wrong, that was kind of fun. It had, like, Odyssey, it kind of worked, because then you could just, like, once you reached a certain level, for some reason, it didn't tell you, but it was just like, yeah, you can just do superhero landings now, you can just jump from any height.
Fancy seeing you here, Kenway. Still looking sleek and mean. Did you steal that
Gonna call it a night.
from a
No
dandy
problem,
in
Polly.
Havana?
Be here from tomorrow, 10 o'clock. We'll carry on more of this. I don't know where I'll be by the time I wrap this up, but we'll be playing more, that's for certain. So yeah, thanks for stopping by and talking and sharing your excitement for the game.
Not keeping secrets from me, are you?
Not very well.
Pretty much all of them. It's only Shadows that introduced the limited climbing.
Schooners packed with sugar sail past, coming from plantations nearby. Most
Yeah,
times they
Origins
stop
had the
here,
fall
sell for a few
damage, and
crates.
then Odyssey and Valhalla kind of just changed things. I think Odyssey you could just fall from any height, and then Valhalla was you could just, I think, roll out of every fall.
Point him out.
I would.
And then I think when it gone into the Ragnarok stuff, it just didn't matter anymore. You were a god.
Here, take this.
It just kind of they went balls to the walls with the mythology, which don't get me wrong, I thought it was cool. I like the whole mythology side of it. So they I guess that was their way of getting crazy with it. And it is nice to sort of go back to the sort of the somewhat more realistic way how they would treat the climbing.
Is it a Mr. Beckford that owns this plantation?
That's the man. He owns
Because that'll obviously come back in Mirage. Mirage had the limited climbing too.
I'd like to see robbed.
Andy knows it. The Beckfords have their own
Yeah. There was a limit. You couldn't jump from like a ridiculous height, but there was some wild sort of falls you could survive. Let's get the dart.
I could put Kid's gift to good use.
I enjoy this, I will.
Sir, you were meant to.
He's leaving me behind. What happened there?
Nothing. Don't think I can rope dart this guy from here, can I? Could. Oh, that's cool. Just bring him closer. Oh, don't mind me, lads. I'll just stand in. Okay. There's our man. That was one of the things I really liked too, that they did. Instead of it just being like, here is your objective, here's your person, it would just give you some rough ideas. I think Shadows kind of really went heavy on it. It was just like, oh, this person was last seen in this village, and you had to just like solve clues to find out what you were looking for. I really enjoyed the kind of the puzzle and trying to like work out where you should go next.
We'll return to the plantation and take stock of our inventory. It was a good harvest this year.
You might not talk so loud, sir. This isn't anything like a friendly port, Ken.
Nonsense, man. I had a delightful conversation with a chap just now. We came to quite an understanding.
As you say, sir.
Oh.
I'll turn you off. Want to slip away?
Guards! Guards! Stop him!
Yeah, see, that would have been a, like a mission failed kind of thing, but
Fight my way out.
weapons free.
He could have something useful on him. Beckford's man was
Sir, I am trying to read. See, this is what happens when you interrupt.
Captain's on deck! Captain, you have the look of a man crafting a bold idea. Look I've seen before.
Maybe.
You mark well, Adé. The manifest tells of the Beckford Plantation on Cat Island and all the cargo kept there. And it gave me the idea that I might take these goods off them and sell the lot for a better price than they'd ever ask.
A man of vision. I like this idea.
The plantation belongs to a Peter Beckford. Do you know of his family? The Beckfords and their sugar empire.
Aye. The Beckfords and the Draxes. I never worked their plantations, but I knew their names from hearing other men curse them.
But you worked the plantation, no?
A modest one, aye. As a striker in the boiling house.
Boiling house? Was it water they boiled? Something else?
Cane juices. The hard process making sugar. Dangerous, too. Must be why it fetches such a dear price.
What's it like? Toiling on a plantation day and night.
Well, with the cane sugar cut and harvested, it's run between two metal rollers that crush the juice from the plant. Often it would happen that a man got his arm trapped in a roller and crushed to the thinness of a creep. In those times, it was an axe that separated the man from his plight, meaning his arm from his body.
Jesus.
After collecting the juice, it was time to boil away the waters from the sugar. This we did in thatches made of copper. But let me tell you, brother, boiling sugar is near the hottest thing on earth. Just a touch on the skin will stick like bird lime and burn on, leaving a terrible scar. I had friends lose eyes and fingers and arms working the boiling house. And as slaves, believed that we never heard a word of praise, nor an apology of any kind.
That's a sorry fate. I should like to take this plantation and its owners for all they're worth.
Captain, that's Cat Island!
Thank you, Adé. Steady as she goes, lads!
Just slow me down for no reason.
Holds festivities on a plantation.
It would be to our advantage.
It's a risk to anchor too close. The soldiers roving the plantation would catch us for sure.
Drop here then and sneak ashore. We'll look after the Jackdaw. They're sure to be keeping the goods in the warehouse, locked and under close watch.
I'll have to slip past the guards and find the key.
Tread carefully and we'll see each other soon.
Up yards! Douse topmast sails!
Those stores should be brimming with cargo.
Full sail! Crowd it all!
Hey, Paul. I'm doing good. How are you? Having a great day. My day has been alright. I have no complaints. You're doing good. Good, glad to hear it. Glad you're doing good. I'm just gonna stop you there now, Paul. If you're here to sell me artwork, I'm not in the market for it. I don't need to see any portfolios. I'm just gonna ask you to kindly not. I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I did it a long time ago in Photoshop, and I just haven't bothered. Well, I don't really need to change it. I'm quite content with it. Can you get a discount? You're down this month. I mean, if anyone's looking artwork there's Lethal. Might want to be painted like a French girl. Sir, don't ring the bell. That's mean. Because the emotes are a work in progress. And when I say work in progress, it means I haven't got around it. There's a lot of stuff I still have to do. Right now, I am just more than happy with what I have. People can spam emotes from every other place.
That'll keep things quiet.
Alright, let's see. Mark. The parrot in the description, that is my parrot Arrow. He is no longer with us, so he takes rightful place just there in the About Me section, looking up the stream. Those fireworks are actually quite distracting even to me. Okay, that looks like the person we're looking for.
Did you hear? Master Beckford has procured for himself a unicorn horn. Feeble-minded fool. Unicorns are a myth. Look into Master Beckford's bedroom and tell me that what you see is not a lucky unicorn horn.
The Beckford brat should have the key.
Where is the Beckford brat? No, up there, I guess. Yes, may his soul rest in peace, his little birdie soul. He is dearly missed.
A house full of Templars loaded to the gunwale. Which one's Beckford? That empty-eyed sneezer must be Beckford.
Couple of guys that I haven't marked yet.
Those sycophantic parasites will receive nothing.
Yes, sir. One bloody loose me! What's going on? Where are you, wretch? How dare you! Your last mistake, mate. How dare you!
And there I was trying to be all sneaky.
This time I had a look inside that warehouse.
Okay, we got one sneaky kill. Okay, there's no one between me and the warehouse, so we'll just run for it. Oh. Investigation to do on the islands to get the key. Yeah, there's a whole element of just reading documents and things. Find out who has a key or its last known whereabouts. Like, that was one of the things I liked from Shadows, is that you could like, you were just given a rough idea, oh, this person was last seen in like one region, and then you would have to go there and find like a random note in a village, and it'd be like, oh yeah, the guy was seen at like a quarry north of the town. And I think that's fun. You're just constantly looking into like a proper investigation, and not just, yeah, he was definitely in this third room at the back in this building that is surrounded by guards.
Unreef the mains.
Man your stairs, we trim too.
That was the thing, like modern games, they got a little too handholdy with like missions and quest objectives. So I like the idea of being able to like look, you know, get a rough idea where you need to go. Yeah, they took out a lot of that, and because that was the idea, it was like we've done this giant open world, we don't want you just following set routes, so for them just to be, you know, a bit more vague about where you needed to go next, so you had to explore, it was nice. It felt like you know, you got to see more of the world because you were checking villages and stuff. Like, that was very thorough when I played Shadows. Because I think Odyssey ended up having to use some of the guided stuff because the map was so big later on, but like Shadows, I completely committed to just doing like all the clues and investigations, and I really, really enjoyed it. But that was a game I wasn't streaming. It was one of my offline games, so I could just spend countless hours at my own pace going about it. Whereas sometimes when you're streaming a game, you almost feel like you're kind of rushed to get through some content, because some people don't want to sit and watch you, like, you know, go through a bunch of dialogue boxes, try and figure out where stuff is. Oh, it is so warm. What is the temperature still?
Prosperous and free, and out the reach of kings, clergy, and debt collectors.
Near 500 men now pledge their allegiance
17 degrees outside.
Not a bad number.
Feels like it.
Yet we lack sturdy defenses. If the king were to attack the town, he'd trample us.
Then let us find the observatory. If it does what these Templars claim, we'll be unbeatable.
Not that twaddle again, Kenway. It's a story for schoolboys. I mean, proper defenses. Steal a galleon, shift all the guns to one side. Would make a nice ornament for one of our harbors.
It will not be easy to steal a full Spanish galleon. Have you one in mind?
I do, sir. And I'll show ya. She's a fussock, she is. Fat and slow.
Captain, we've installed a furnace below deck and fortified the cannons for heated shot. It's deadly up close. The new shot won't travel far, so we'll still need to keep a good stock of round shot for normal range.
Fine work, Quartermaster. We are new to these cannons. I'd like to prove them first.
Aye. We could use the wreck for practice.
That metal's some fine work.
Good form. It looks like we have it.
Let's find this galleon.
These new guns will melt flesh right off the bone. The Jackdaw handles knives. Pinched her from the Spanish, was it?
Aye. In the midst of a hurricane.
Just before the treasure fleet was smashed against the shore.
Was the haul aboard as rich as men are saying?
1,000 times that. I reckon £1,000,000 worth of reals was sunk that day.
Devil love a hurricane. Might have a dive there one day. See what we can rummage up.
Diving them wrecks would be a nice change of pace for us. No need for violent actions against merchants and such.
Well, that's some soft talk coming from a pirate. And as it happens, I mostly agree. We'll save the clashing of cutlasses for the military. And them that get in our way.
I did like the diving parts. They're quite fun. Okay, it's just the direction we have.
Easy as she goes. No telling what you may find out here.
Like staring through a waterfall.
Don't soil your breeches, lads. I got this.
That looks like it. Time to get my ass handed to me by a man of war.
That ship's a monster. Look at the size of her.
Aye, and we'd not last long face to face with her. Hear that, Kenway? Keep your distance. We'll strike when fortune favors us.
The cover of darkness, most likely.
Aye, it may come to that.
I forgot that there was like ship tailing missions.
And you won't again, Quartermaster, not in these parts. That's why I want her.
No.
Nassau's defenses nicely. Be the king's man.
No, I think I'm gonna take a notion to completely juice up my ship, maybe off stream.
We'd best stay back from range of those guns.
Aye, that's more firepower than we're used to.
Definitely favorite pastime is just sinking ships.
I'm accustomed to being in agreement with your adventures, Thatch, but this one I'm less certain of.
That's puppy talk, Kenway. She's a dangerous ship. That's why we want her.
Easy does it, Captain. This is a fish. We have to pull in slowly.
Listen to your Quartermaster, Kenway. He's thinking all right.
What is an appropriate distance? Actually, I know it's mission failed and the other one. Yeah, I was just about to say there, Algebra. Like, I know it's an instant fail. Any other time, but what happens if you like opt to just start causing trouble? I imagine the man of war would probably put you down. But what if your ship is like completely juiced?
Charles Vane.
You know, could you take it on?
As they come.
An old friend of yours.
Not a man I'd call a
Yeah.
friend. But we've been doing this kind of work for so
I know for a fact this ship is not ready to take this on, so I'm not even gonna chance it.
Charles Vane slinking off with his tail between his legs. That's good news for us. Famous leading bastards! We'll have to deal with this skirmish fast. Forget the galleon and send these interlopers to hell!
Give everything she's got. Ease up. Fire!
Shoot at her mines! Use them against her!
Go. We'll board this one just to recover some health, get some materials. Or just plug them with a swivel gun.
Go! Heave ho! Heave! Heave!
Yeah. Not a lot of boys on that wee boat, I guess. Repair.
Get them aloft. Let's go.
Get all that man shit! Trim too!
She's sailing for that island.
I know the place. A natural stronghold used by a French captain named DuCasse.
Julien DuCasse, the Templar.
Name's right. Didn't know he had a title.
I know the man. And if he sees my ship, he'll know it from his time in Havana, meaning he may wonder at who's sailing her now. I can't risk that.
And I don't want to lose that galleon. Let's think on it. And maybe wait till it's dark before hopping aboard.
Pirate bounty hunters! It's a break!
Put on some sail.
Guess we'll take them on.
Calm her down.
Ease off the wind! Time's out! Let's get moving! Race!
Oh, wrong button.
Reef the topsails and gallants! Every last scrap of duck on the wind!
Avoid them, sir! Ready to board on your mark, sir!
We really need to repair the ship, so...
Keep my deck clear! You hear the news?
Try and plug some boys from here. There we go. Now repair my ship, please.
Head out some sail! Fire! Fire! Fire!
And we'll take this one and repair, and then I think we'll probably try and get rid of the one at level.
We are losing our fair wind, sir! Always a boulder!
Oh, well, that's just rude. Trying to blow me away.
Reel 'em in, me trumps!
Keep them back!
Oh, that hatch got in the way. That's rude. Oh, okay. And I've run out of health. Alright. Ship's repaired. And then we'll try and buy our way out of some trouble. So where's the nearest place that's going to help us? What is that? Oh, it's concept art. This undiscovered location.
Mains out, trim to the wind.
I don't think there'll be an officer there to help, so we might just have to go back over the other way.
Give us a shanty.
Oh. There might actually be an officer here, just looking at the way this is, or this is a plantation actually.
Those
foremast rig.
He's the spanker. Hold down.
Do you know what? I'll get the viewpoint and then I'll just fast travel to the other place. Synchronize, and then we'll fast travel. Or did I get that fast travel? I think I did get a fast travel back at that other bit. So I can just go back and get the ship sorted. Yeah. So what did I say? Oh, it's because I'm in the restricted area. Silly me. Alright. We'll get back to the ship and then we'll do it. You cannot fast travel when enemies are nearby. Alright, fast travel. This place has an officer and we can fast travel. Woo. We'll see if there's any upgrades for the ship we can get. I don't think we've enough materials or money, but we'll look.
Pescadores, he visto la captura que habéis escondido. Si tengo que volver a explicar nuestro acuerdo, lo haré con la culata del fusil.
Yes, I need to vanish. Take my money.
Right. Now let me work my magic.
Have you business to contract with me?
Yeah, let's see what we've got. Great ship. Yeah, well there it is. It's heavy shot and stuff. And the mortars were such a game changer, so absolutely if I can I afford them, I can. You got the drop on so many ships just by pummeling them with the mortar shot. Okay, so entry level just costs money. And stuff's obviously progress related. And the RAM, being able to RAM as well made the difference too. But that's progress related despite us having the materials for it. Oh, that's right. Make my crew look like a bunch of dapper lads so I can pick them out. That way we won't have any further problems. And then we'll just put on the deluxe edition stuff. The Wheel of Doom. So that's the upgrades. What is it that it lets me buy then? I think the shop stuff's just buying like the visual stuff, isn't it? I think for the ship. So I guess there's a Yeah, and then it's all vanity. And then you could sell cargo and stuff. Alright, we got some upgrades. Now to remember how all of these worked. Yeah, that's... yeah. I remember that. And then we got heavy shot was...
A song.
How did the heavy shot work again? Right. Let us... Is that just what that is? The broadside cannon stuff? Was it automatically heavy shot? I think is there stuff for the ship? Yeah, broadside, heated shot, heavy shot. Yeah, so it's the blind fire one by default, or if it has that wee symbol. Yeah, so it's just heavy shot by default now for the broadside, point blank. See, some of it's coming back to me. Just a straight run. Okay, I guess we're cruising for a bit, boys. We'll get some loot on the way. Entering hostile area. Oh. Uh-oh, boys. Let's get out of here. Trying to think, am I even equipped to take on that fortress right now? I mean, having the mortar shot, I should be. Right. Any swivel cannon enjoyers? Just like, oh, I guess we're friends now. Right, I'll take this one and then I'll just leave the area. I'll just do it. I was trying to pass through, and obviously they chose violence. Was there an upgrade for the swivel gun to increase the amount of shots you had when it came to boarding? See, that just automatically opted to sink it, didn't give me a choice. Alright, we'll go get this next mission done. That's right, I haven't unlocked the boat yet to do the spearfishing stuff. I'd like to cut through this way. Oh, I gotta go around.
Fast as you dare.
Trim off! Bring in the stunsail! Gentlemen, as is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness. The object of our attention is a square-rigged galleon, and we want her for the advantage she'll bring Nassau. So I'll put it to the vote. All those in favor of storming this cove and taking this ship, stomp and shout aye! Aye! Those who oppose, whimper nay. Never was the King's Council so unified. Swing the Jackdaw around to the cove's entrance. Make as big a show as you can.
Aye, Captain. Let's catch some wind, lads.
I remember this island.
Damn this wall. That was too bloody close.
They shot him right in the head!
DuCasse hasn't lost any of his charm.
Come here, I just want to talk.
No está ahí. Vamos. Cuando encontremos a esa rata, la voy a destripar.
Nada de eso. DuCasse quiere interrogarle.
Thought I got that assassination off. You didn't see anything.
Shall I bring you to the manor then? Mr. DuCasse is in a full mood.
No, please. I've told you all I know.
If the runaway doesn't show, we'll be back.
That's strange. I don't know why that didn't let me like move up to do the assassination. Loot for me. Or don't loot. Okay. Didn't realize that I had no health left. There are no healing things. Uh-oh, can I craft actually? I can craft. I can increase my craft, but I can't craft any or health or anything like that. I'm just gonna have to be extra careful. I mean, French raid. Wee wee.
All right, DuCasse, let's see what you're hiding.
Suppose I'm better going from the higher ground. I need more potions. Bro's pissing. Necessary way he died, because I guess there was no kill animation for that.
Intentaba coger la espada. No tuve elección. Como digas. Todo ha sido muy rápido.
Escucha, ese hombre tenía una espada y se lanzó contra nosotros. ¿Entendido?
Got any health potions? Still nothing. The other nice thing too is that you could just take out the really big guys without much effort. If you could get like an assassination on them. I hate it when the big ones are just like immune to actually taking like full damage. Just this fella left. See, as soon as I get the blow dart, these are fucked. Just keeping a lookout for some wild animals, because I'll need those for, like, gear upgrades.
Cuidado, ese hombre puede ser muy cruel.
Ven aquí, sangra.
Yoink.
What is this filth? I want it cleared before Mr. DuCasse returns from his ship.
You fucking did it again. What did you do again? You forgot the raid. One day you'll remember. Reported again. You're absolutely disgusting, Ubisoft.
DuCasse is a bit of a dandy.
So always next time. As punishment, you're off to fold laundry. Yeah, that's quite the punishment. Fitting of the crime. This is what I'm looking for. As soon as you ended, you went, fuck! It happens.
Those prisoners may know something I don't.
And you knew I was live, so you could have raided. Well, I'm live tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, so there'll be plenty of other opportunities. Sir, stop speaking.
Lend us a hand, and we'll tell you what we know.
Be banned tomorrow for forgetting again. You were all flustered from the game you were playing. Are you still playing that horror game? Alright, sir, tell me what you know.
DuCasse is a hard master.
Not for much longer. Where can I find him?
By the docks. We can take him together.
Aye, I'll catch you up.
You finished routine, then Pixel sent you the money because she was dying to see you play Outlast. Yeah, that one, if you're not used to horror games, that one will definitely get you. Arcates is terrified of Outlast. He had a very big reputation for not liking that particular franchise. I think he's still streaming though, so he knows we're not talking about him just yet. First 5 minutes you let her scream, it would have worried your neighbor. I mean, I thought your neighbor doesn't care. Let me help you, boys. She doesn't have any excuse to send the police to her door rather than vice versa. Your neighbor cares about you dearly. I just want to be your best mate. Since their fellas out of the picture.
It's time to end DuCasse.
Where's DuCasse? He's up there, I think. Is he up there or is he on his ship? Did you not say your next door neighbor's constantly throwing her foul out? Or something? Ooh, what the fuck? He's back with an ours. He just needs to go for a wee mental health walk and then all's good.
Now that was pretty.
He's at the docks. I am at the docks. Where is this motherfucker? Oh, that's right. I hit the wrong button. Get in the water. It's getting JC's just now resorted to calling other men for consolation every time they argue within an hour. Another guy's at her door. Jesus. No. The jig's up. He knows I'm here. I'm definitely not meant to be doing that. Can you say slag? Nope. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay.
Well, it answers just fine.
Fils de putain! As bold as a musket ball, and still half as sharp.
I'm sorry about this, mate. But I can't risk you telling your Templar friends about me still kicking around.
I pity you, Bucanier. After all you have seen, after all we showed you of our order, still you embrace the life of an ignorant and aimless rogue.
What's this?
Is petty larceny the extent of your ambition? Have you no mind to comprehend the scope of ours? All the empires on Earth abolished, a free and open world without parasites like you. Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
Not horrible about many people, but the sooner her or the boyfriend threw her down, or the other down the stairs a bit. I mean, anything to get them out.
despicable display. This tosspot is a ruined man, Caroline. Unfit for life on land, much less at sea. If he goes to the West Indies, it's you who'll suffer.
Father! Father! Come, love. Up with you now.
That old muckworm! He's wrong about me!
I hope it's so.
You believe me, don't you? Can you not see me? Standing out there on the deck of a ship that's sliding into port. And there I am, a man of quality. With 1,000 doubloons spilling from my pockets. Like drops of rain. I can see it.
We were told she was getting put out months ago, but you'd rather it didn't go that way.
Wake up, Kenway.
People like that are just attracted to each other, though. They'll constantly just... They're running off and they'll just be a nuisance to the
He left this morning with the
surrounding community.
faith we'll discover a good use for this old cove ourselves.
I will make something of it in time. We could keep a fleet here if we liked. And with a bit of fixing up, it'd be a decent place to call home. Might even convince my wife to come one day.
You're married, are you?
In God's eyes, I am. She left me some time ago.
Even so, keep that fact hid away. Most of these pirates don't respect a man with higher commitments than rum and plunder.
Upon mine honor. Let me know if you find anything.
Oh, right, folks, we're going to end it there for tonight. And be back tomorrow from 10 to carry on with this. So, yeah. Back tomorrow, 10 o'clock UK time. We'll pick up more of this pirate-related shenanigans. And we'll have a wee laugh. Sinking ships and stabbing folks. Oh, did you tell about the time she went to one of the other neighbors' door drunk, asked her for 20 or something? Someone's come... 20-something sons to come and fit with her. No, I don't think you did tell me about that. Oh, come and sit with her. See, my line of work, I just hear kind of people like that all the time. They're special bunch. But yeah, folks, wrapping it up here for tonight. Back tomorrow for more Assassin's Creed. With our lovely wee preview, thanks to Ubisoft. So yeah, I will see you later. Have a lovely evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. And yeah, if you haven't already hit the wee follow button on Twitch, go ahead. Or if you haven't hit the wee sub button on YouTube, go ahead. Get those numbers up. We're nearly at 200, folks. So yeah, we'll see you later. Have a good night. Goodbye.